So in proc sort, you need to give name of the data set which you need to sort. So here I need to give the input data set which need to be sorted, and you can output the sorted data set into an as a, you can rename the sorted data set as a new data set. For that you can use out statement. So you can give a new name here, and I will show you what does no dupe key or no dupe does, and what does no dupe pricks does, and you can also dupe out. So let's say there is a data set like this. Let's say 1 3 4 2 5, and let's say this variable name is id. Now if I use proc sort data, and let's say this data set name as x, so you can use proc sort data is equal to x, by which variable I need to sort, by id variable, and I can run this statement. Once if I do that, how my id variable will be changed into in the new variable, it will be in this order: 1 2 3 4 5. It will be sorted by using id variable. So now let's say there are two number ones, number two, and two number twos, number 3 and 4. If I use no dupe key, what will happen is, if I use no dupe key, what will happen? Only one record per one subject will be present. Only one will be present, and 1 2 will be present. One number 4 is present. Only the first record is taken, and this will be deleted. Here also the first record is taken, and this will be deleted. And 3 and 4 are taken because those are only one record per subject. Out of two ones, only one is outputted. Out of two twos, only 1 2 is outputted. So that's why we use no dupe key to delete duplicate records. No dupe key is used to delete duplicate records. So now we will see how to do that in programming. So I'm taking dataset class. Okay, I got the dataset here. Proc sort data is equal to class run. Now if I run this, will I have errors? I may not. It is not printing. So when we are using by variable, it is sorted according to ascending order of their heights. So now what I want to do, I want to sort this work dot class, and I want to sort it by descending height. If we haven't defined anything assigned or ascending or descending, defaultly it will be sorted according to ascending order of their height. But when we define as descending height, let's see what happens. Let's run this data set. So the original data set doesn't change. It's still ascending order. The original data set doesn't change. It is still in the ascending order. Even though we have given as by descending height, it is not sorted according to descending height. Why? Because here we are outputting the sorted thing into a new data set called class under sort. If I open my class under sort, you can see now 72 is in the first place, but in this data set it is in the last place. Here this one is in the first place. If you see here, that's in the last place. Even though we are sorting by descending height, the original dataset doesn't change here. Only the output dataset gets changed. When you use an out statement, you are not changing the original dataset. You are changing the outputted data set. And how we are sorting it? By descending order of their heights. By descending order of their heights. So now what am I doing? So you can also use multiple variables for sorting. So first we are sorting by sex and then we are sorting by age. So and we are outputting into class under sort to. First we are sorting it by sex. So F comes first, right? In the alphabetical, it is F comes in the first. So it is sorted according to alphabetical order and then it is again sorted according to their age. You can see age 11 is in the first place. First female comes and then their increasing order of their ages is printed. Similarly, after completing female, then male variable gets printed and male values get printed and their increasing order of their ages is printed, because here we are using two variables for sorting, sex and age.
Sir,
Yeah,
is it that if we write age and sex, so it will be first sort age, or it will be firstly sorting sex because sex is on the first table?
yeah, because sex is in the first place, so sex is first it is sorted according to sex and then according to age.
Okay.
Hello, who is this? Anil Srikantan? Hello.
Hello. Yeah, this is Supriya.
Okay. Hi, Supriya.
Hi, Kumar.
So is this your first class you are attending?
No, I joined earlier, then I was not well, then I'm joining now again.
Okay, so which class did you attend?
At the demo class?
Okay, I heard that from Harika that you are not attending into this batch. So I was wondering.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, I told her I was not well, so I couldn't continue the SAS classes. And
Oh,
yesterday I spoke to her, I got the web.
so here it is. Now what are we doing? We are sorting by sex and then descending age. Now let's see what happens. Class under sort. First we are sorting it by sex and then by descending age. So first it is sorted according to their sex category, gender category, and then descending order of their ages. Here also it is sorted according to sex and descending order of their ages. So 15, 14, 14, 13, 12. Previously we sorted both of the increasing orders. Now we are sorting according to sex and descending order of their age. So now what am I doing? I want to sort the work dot class by using no dupe key. Out is equal to distinct age by age. If you see class data set, do we have any similar ages? Yes, we have 11 here and we also have 11 here. Two students has age 11 and two students have 3, 4, 5 students has age 12. So we have duplicate records, right? If we see according to age, if we see according to name, there are no duplicate records because each of the student has different name. But when we see according to age, there are duplicates. So now I'm sorting by age and I'm using option called no dupe key and I'm outputting the new values into distinct age. So if I open this data set, in age 11 we have two, right? Joyce and Thomas, but here we have only Joyce. It takes only the first record in that age and it deletes all other records. If you see age 12, who is the first record? Louis. So except Louis, all other ages with 12 like James, John, Jane, all these records are deleted. So it only keeps the first record in the increasing order of their ages and it deletes all other records and it is printed in a new data set. So when you are using no dupe key, try to always output into a new data set. Otherwise, the original data set observations get deleted, right? So when you are using no dupe key, try to create into a new data set so that your original data doesn't change. So here I'm doing by sex. How many categories of sex do we have? Two. So only we are expecting two records here. Distinct gen. So we have only female and male. Out of those, the first record will be taken. In female, who is the first record? Joyce. In male, who is the first record? James. See, Joyce and James are printed. All other records are deleted. See, when we are doing this, what happens? When we are not outputting any data set, my original data set class gets, all the records get deleted. So don't ever do this. Try to always output into a new data set. Replaces the original data set. So again, I'm taking the data set and I'm using no dupe key by sex and age. Now if I run this by distinct age and gender. So now in each category of their genders, again different age groups are printed. If you see female, 11, 12, 13, 14 are printed, and again in male, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are printed. So here we are subcategorizing how to delete the duplicate records. So first it looks for sex category and it also looks for age. So in female, how many age category 11 we are having actually in the original data set? If you go to original data set, female, here we have one. Okay, we have only one. Let's go to female 13. If you see female 13, we are having two, right? Alice and Barbara. But if you see in the final data set, we'll be having only Alice. If you see here in 13, we have only Alice. The second record is deleted. So here, how it is looking for duplicate records? It is looking by using two variables called sex and age. So in each category of their gender, it looks for different ages. Were you able to understand, guys?
Sir,
Yeah.
but if we did only sex, so it's showing only male and female, two variables, right?
Yes.
So why here it should also show only two variables? Because sex and age, sex has only two variables, right?
But there are different age. Here I have used two variables. I want to delete duplicates by using two variables. Previously I used only by sex. Now I am using by sex and age. In the sex category, it also looks for different age groups.
Okay.
So now I'm creating data called temp2, and I'm creating 3 variables: id, sal, location, and I have 4 observations. Okay, I'm taking 101, 101, 101, and 102, and their salaries and their job location. So no dup key by ID, salary, and location. How many duplicates we have here? 101. These 3 look same, right? 101, 20,000, and this one. So how many records are we expecting here in the output data set? Any one of you?
2.
2 records.
But we have 3. Why do we have 3 records here?
Why, sir?
Why do we have 3 records instead of 2? If you see, I'm using ID,
No,
salary, and location. Go ahead, Tarak.
it's because of the case Hyderabad SYD upper and lower case.
Yes, because of case sensitive. So no dup key also looks for case sensitive things.
Case. Okay.
So when you're using bivariables, it should have same case, like if they are uppercase, all of them should be uppercase. But if you see here I have uppercase Hyderabad, here I have lowercase one. So the first 3 records are printed. This is not printed because this is just duplicate of the first observation. These both are exactly duplicates. So except the last one, the first 3 are printed if you see the data set. And it is sorted according to ID, and then according to their salary, and then according to location. So here what am I expecting by sex? How many observations will be present in out data set, and how many observations will be present in dupe out data set? Anjali, can you answer me? How many observations will be present in out data set? If I open this data set, I'm using no dupe key for sex. So Anjali, can you hear me? Bosky, can you answer me this question?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, 2 observation for no dupe key.
Okay. And how many observations are expected in del under dupes?
Hello.
Yeah. How many observations are
Actually,
expected in the del under dupes?
del under dupes. I don't know how many observations is there. Can I see again?
So total 17 observations will be printed there.
Okay.
So what dupe out does? Dupe out prints what all the records no dupe key deleted. So what all are the records that has been deleted by using no dupe key, those are printed. So if you see, the original data set has 19 records. The original data set has 19 records, and distant or gen has 2 records because those are the first 2 records, Ellis and Alfred. Those are the first observations with female and first observation with male. If you see the original data set, first observation with male is Alfred, first observation with female is Ellis. So those 2 are printed. Rest of all 17 records are printed. in this data set. All other 17 records from Barbara to William. So from Barbara to William are printed in this data set. So what dopause does is, what all the records deleted by no dup key are printed in the dupout dataset. So whenever you use an option called dupout, you need to give different dataset names so that you can see what are the records that are being deleted. Okay, now I'm taking again class dataset. And sorting according to age. Okay. So I want to select the first dot age and last dot age. So I have sorted according to ages. Okay. I want to select their first dot age and last dot age. What is the first dot age for age 11? Who is the observation with first dot with age 11? What is the name of the student with age 11?
Joyce.
Joyce.
What is the last dot for 11? Thomas.
Thomas.
So similarly for age 12, first is James and last is Robert.
Rob.
So similarly for 14, Alfred is first, Judy is last, right? So if I want to select that programmatically, so I have to sort the data set by age first. Then in the data step also, I need to use by variable. And then what I have to do, first dot age is equal, I'm creating new variable called FST age, which contains the values of first dot age. LST age, which contains the values of last dot age. Let's see what will be my output. So first dot age will be 1. If it is true, if condition is true, that will be 1. Otherwise, it will be 0. So in first dot age, if I take 11, let us hide these variables. We are only worrying about age 11 and age 12, right? Sorry, we are only worrying about age. We don't need other variables. So if the condition is true, then it will be 1. So this is my first dot variable, right? So this is my first dot. So this is 1 and this is 0. We're able to understand? So in the last dot, this is 0 because age 11 is not 0 here. Age 11 is not last dot, right? Here it is last dot. When I take age 12, so this is my first dot. So if the condition is true, then it will be 1. Otherwise it will be 0. So this is only my first dot. So this is 1. All others are 0. Here I'm looking for last dot. Which is my last dot in age 12? This record. So this is 1. Rest of all others are 0. Similarly for age 13, this is my first dot. So here it is 1. Other places it is 0. Here this is my last dot. So these are zeros and this is 1. For every age group, it's the same thing. If you see observation number 16, why 1 is at both places? Because for observation for age category 16, there is only one record. So that will be my first and last dot, right? This will be my first dot and this will be my last dot. This will be my first dot and this will be my last dot. Are you able to understand, guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
instead of a dot, is it possible, sir, you can say the observation number 19 or maybe the age 16? You can like dots. How you see you just including dot? So dot is confusing because you press dot. That's why.
No, it's not dot. It is trying to select the first record. If it is first record, then it will be 1. Other places it will be 0.
Okay, first record of age.
Yeah. So now I want to give you one example. I want to give control to someone so that they can. It's not able to give it. Tarak, do you have control on my screen now?
Control, sir.
Yeah. Can you draw something on my screen? You should be able to. Can any one of you voluntarily answer this question? Vidisha, can you go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and answer this?
For section,
One.
yes.
Go ahead, any one
Uh,
of you. Supriya, okay, go ahead, you can answer.
Yeah. For the male, the first one, the first at 1, 1, 0, 0,
You say here
0,
1.
1, yeah. And
Okay,
then 1,
okay,
0,
okay,
0,
okay.
and then 1. No, 0, sorry.
Do you think everyone is that right, or does anyone has any concerns?
I think it's
it's
wrong.
not right.
Sir, it's not right, sir.
Go ahead, Tarak. Go ahead and answer this then.
Um, sir, last one, the 3 will be 1 here,
Okay.
and last one will be 1, and
What will be
first
the value for
male,
this one?
for male 3, S3,
No, no.
S3 it will be 1.
I want the value for this.
Oh, that one will be 0, sir.
Okay, 0. And what about the last one?
1.
So the top two ones are correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does everyone think this is the correct one?
No.
Who is this, Vibha? Go ahead and answer.
I think one. There would be 1, 1, 1, 1 for all 5 of them.
Yeah, you are correct, Vibha. Because in the male category, I have only one here. So this will be my first dot and this will be my last dot. Here for female, I have only one. This will be my first dot and this will be my last dot. So on for male here, I have two. This will be my first dot and this will be my last dot. Here also. So even if I write one more variable here saying so if I include one more column here saying last, what will be my values? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All my first dots and last dots will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 because this is occurring only for one time, male with age 1. Female with age 1 also occurring only one time. So that will be my first dot and that will be my last dot. Similarly for male 2, it is occurring for the first time and last time. Similarly for female 2, it's occurring for the first time and last time. Similarly for male 3, this is the first and last time. So that's how you have to look according to sex and age.
Okay, sir.
Because it's sorted according to sex and age. Okay, now we'll go into our class notes. So now I'm sorting my class dataset according to age. Okay, now I'm sorting my class dataset according to age. Okay, it's sorted according to age 11 to 16. And then what am I doing? By age. If you are using first dot or last dot, you should have an by variable in the data step. See here also in the data step, this is called a data step, right? Here I am using first dot or last dot options. Whenever you use first dot or last dot, you should have by. You should use by always. Without this automatic by variable, you cannot create first dot or last dot. So now what I'm saying, if first dot age run, if first dot age is equal to 1, let's see what happens in the class. So it selects only first dot age instead of it's doing same function like dupe key. It's doing the same function as no dupe key. What am I trying to say here is, if I'm saying only keep the records where first dot age is equal to 1, where will we have first dot age is equal to 1? If we open our early data set, I'm saying only keep the records where first dot age is 1. So in other places it is 0, right? So only one record per each age category is printed. If you see here, this is printed. In 12, this is printed. In 13, this is printed. In 14, this is printed. And 15, and age 16. So these 6 records are printed. I am saying only keep first dot age where it is equal to 1. In the background, these records are created. 1 is created in the background. Here I am not printing that 1. If you see, I am saying if first dot age is equal to 1. Defaultly in the SAS background, whenever you say first dot age, if it is if the condition is true, 1 is printed. So it is only selecting those records. And if you see the output data set, it is my output. 6 records are printed. Which 6 records are printed? Where it is 1 is where the records with 1 are printed. These ones are printed. Any confusion, guys? It's doing same function like no dupe key. What am I saying is take only sort according to their ages and take the first record from each age group. Take first record from each age group. Okay. Now again I'm taking class. No loop key out is equal to class by age. Class. This will be printing same records like earlier. If you see class 2 and class, both will be having same results, right? See, both of the data sets has same records. Joyce, James, Elris, Alfred. But we have used different codes for that. What are the two different codes we used? Earlier we have used if first.age and now we are using no loop key. Here also it is sorted according to age and first observation of that age is selected. So both of the functions are same, but the difference is here we are using first.age. Here we are using no loop key. No loop key does the same thing in the background. It selects the first record of the by variable which is used. So you can do this by using Proc also. So which data set am I taking? Data set called class, and I'm only taking distinct age, so different ages. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are the different age groups present. We'll explain this later. Don't worry with SQL right now. In the SQL, instead of set, we'll be using from which data set are we using, and select is used to select the variables. So it selects only variable age, and it prints the different age groups from which data set class. Instead of run, in SQL you will be using quit. How do we use run in normal statements data lines? In proc SQL you will be always ending with quit, and proc SQL is used. Now I'm sorting by age and descending height. So first it is sorted according to increasing order of their age and then descending order of their height. So it is sorted according to 11 and descending order of their height. So the first highest height is printed here and next one is printed here. So data class 2 by age, first dot age, then do remarks is equal to highest height, end, run. Now let's do this. So here what are we doing? First we are sorting according to age. So age increasing order is sorted, right? So age increasing order is printed like this: 12, 12, 13, 13. Then we are sorting it by descending height. Let's say we have heights 56 and 55, like so the highest height will be in the first place because we are using descending. Here let's say we have 65 and 64 will be here because this is lower than this, so this is higher than this. So we'll have 70 here. We'll have low, if let's say we have lower height 68, that will be present at the lowest edge. So where is my highest heights present? Here in the first place, here in the first place, here, here. So in the code, what am I saying? Sort it according to age and decreasing order of their heights. And then I am saying if first dot age, then do highest height. Create a variable called remarks and include a value called highest height. If I go here, I am saying sort according to their ages first. Okay, 11 is here and decreasing heights. And out of these two, which is my highest height? the first one, right? 57.5 is my highest height. So then include a value called highest height. If first dot age, this is my first dot age, right? Here this is my first dot age, so I have value called highest height. Here this is my first dot height, so this is my value. This is my first dot height, so this is my value. This will be my first dot and last dot, so this will be my value. Now what am I saying again? Sort by age and descending height, same thing. If last dot age, then do lowest height. So this is my lowest height, right, for age 11. So if last dot, so here it is printed. So out of 12, age gender 12, this is my lowest height. How to select highest and lowest heights? That's our target. And we are marking those records with lowest heights. This will be my lowest. And this will be my first dot and last dot. So previously we have highest height also for the same subject and lowest height also for the same subject. Were you able to understand, guys, this one?
Yes.
Any questions, any one of
Yeah.
you? Yeah, that's all. That's all with proc sort. Now we'll be learning how to use proc copy. What does proc copy does? Proc copy copies all the data sets from one library to other library. So for that we need to use proc copy in, from which library you want to copy and to which library you want to output. And what is a mem type? That means what is the type of the data you are trying to copy. And we have also options called select and exclude. I will show you those. So I'm saying copy in SAS help into my work. So I'm saying copy everything from SAS help library. Copy everything from SAS help library to work library. So I'm saying copy all these files from SAS help into my work environment. Oh, it might take time. It copies all the datasets and it creates into work library. So when you use mem type is equal to data, it only copies the datasets. Now if I go to my work library, you can try the above option after the class. It might take several minutes. See, this is done. It copied only the datasets. All the datasets are copied from SAS help to work library. So for that, what I did, copy SAS help library, output into work, and what is the type of the data I want to copy? Only datasets. So all the datasets are copied. So now I'm deleting all those, and now I want to copy only the view files. Now I want to copy only the view files, not the datasets. Now let me run this. So now all the view files, SAS view files are copied. You can either use data, mem type is equal to data, or mem type is equal to view. And when you use mem type is equal to data, you can also select only particular data sets. I want to print only these 5 data sets into my work library. I want to copy only these 5 data sets into my work library. See, I want to copy only class, year, bike, company, and shoes. I want to copy only these 5 data sets here. And I can also use exclude option. When I'm using exclude option, I need to use move. I need to use an option called move. and I'm saying exclude class and copy all other data sets. Now what happens? It excludes the class data sets and copies all other data sets from self library. That's all with proc copy. When in the first statement, it tries to copy all the files which are present in. See here, if you see, we don't have class dataset. It should be here, class CI. Class dataset is not copied because class is not copied because we excluded class. In the first data step, all the data types and view types and all formats, everything is trying to copy. So it is taking a lot of time. You can run that piece after the class if you want. And someone has some questions, right? So what was your question? Who is this? Vibha Gupta?
Yeah.
You are trying to export an access file, right?
Yes.
But that's not the code I sent you. If you see an access file,
Yeah, sir, I have the recent version 2013, which creates the ACCDB extension.
why?
It can create the MDB version also, but I tried both way, even MDB version and the other like ACCDB version, but nothing is working.
So
So I think
MDB
I
version is also not working.
no, yeah, I tried that also.
No,
So
even I also tried. Nothing is working, import or export.
now for MDB version, you're
Yeah, I
saying,
tried that. Yeah, MDB also I tried, but it's not.
do you
It's
have SAS
actually it.
9.3?
Yeah, I have SAS
Yes.
9.3.
Can someone mute your screen? Tarak. Yeah, go ahead, Vibha Gupta.
Yeah, sir. It says that it cannot connect to the server. I don't know whether it needs some user ID, password, or what. Like it says unable to connect. I don't know what it is.
Now,
So
might be
I think
some installation files with access files might have been not installed on while you're installing. Might
no,
be it has been skipped
my
some
no
files.
my no my access is working fine. I can create tables and
And
I can select the queries and everything is working fine. It's
No,
only problem with while connecting with this.
but were you able to print the XLS files or
Yes.
even
I
I'm not able to print the XLS files always as well. Actually, it
no
is showing that class not registered. I don't know why.
are you changing this path?
yes.
Are you making it into your desktop path?
Yes.
Yes.
Then if someone else, Vibha, were you able to print XLS files, right?
No, sir. I can import the XLS file into SAS, but when I am doing export, the SAS says everything is fine. It says it created that many observations and variables, and it runs successfully. But I'm not able to see in 2013. But what I did, I emailed it to my different account, means email, and then I tried in the 2007 version, and it worked. So means for that I am okay, like at least it's working, but for access it's not doing either export or import, nothing. It's just giving me the error message.
Because I also have the same 9.3 version. I'm using the same piece of code that should work for you also.
Yeah, but I think you might have the older version of access and excel. That might be the reason. I have the current version 2013. So that for that it might need a little different code than this.
Because the SAS version we are having might not be able to handle with the new version of
Yeah, that
access.
could be reason, or either could be reason that we have to
That's
use.
fine. You know the code, right? So whenever you are working in company, this is how we create the files. So that's all we need to know for now. because
No, but sir, I just want to know if you have any blog where I can put my error message and get some help. Like if you have any preference for any blog or something, because it should work somehow. I don't know. Means we just I
Yeah, actually I have the Windows 2010,